Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019. 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
Kareem Hunt.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's third and short.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Here's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed, his rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
Brings up
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Played to
Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Kick is good.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
7. Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running with McFarland. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run here with McFarland. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mayfield on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 14. Steelers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it this time. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Cleveland.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith. Got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
McFarland running out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Steelers 17. Browns 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Complete to David Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger got an open man. It's Washington. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Being chased out left. Nifty running by Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ben to throw again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Check 52. Keep these two. Kill. Check.
On second down now. McFarland. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Again, McFarland.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run with McFarland.
And he's in.
Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check 15. Check 15.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Mayfield finding Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
To number 80,
Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And the lead 6.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Browns 24.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Kill. No spacing. Alert.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Mayfield on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first down, McFarland found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here.
31. Steelers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously caught. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, McFarland. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Easy.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the option, this is Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 20.
A 41-yard gain. And the Browns first down.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Open man is Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Browns 45, Steelers 30.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag in racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't understand. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. I might pull up on the hop, it's up too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. With this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but if I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Freaky,
No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. It's triumphant. Look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I work got a gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, 'cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life 'cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink until the dream was bigger. Only want to gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like,
let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it, okay, can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my cool. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that?
Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow as soon as I snap.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run the option on 2nd down. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
David Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Rattling, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
in on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Jackson.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Ravens.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. An option run with Ingram. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Texans 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is out quickly to the right. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Vernon Hargraves on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Ravens 7.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy, and when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the red zone now, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He's not going anywhere.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Mike 48. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Run 25.
On 1st down, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now it's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson off play action. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 34 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Watson's
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And there's a good catch by David Johnson, good enough for a first down. And remember, come out of the University of Northern Iowa, he had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air, and when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
David Johnson.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air yet again, Watson. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's Ratley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Finding fouls complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back now in Houston, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On the option, it goes to Ingram. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Jackson will keep it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 2, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Watson on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A handoff to Johnson on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Muhammad. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go again with Muhammad. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. And Watson's going to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Texans 30, Ravens 21.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Today's final score, Texans.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Been Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm